Olivia here again from Salvation Army Bankstown. We are up to our 4th DIY video today, which is super exciting, and today we're going to learn how to make our own chalk and also how to make our own chalk paint, which is super exciting. So first of all, we're going to start by making some chalk. We're going to be doing it in a bunch of different molds. So let's start off with what we need. Again, I will drop the ingredients into the video description, yes, and I will also be having it at the start of this video. So let's get straight into it. So first of all, what you're going to be needing is a container to be doing all your mixing. So what you're going to need is probably a few containers. Because I'm only going to be showing you how to make 2 or 3 colors, I am going to be using the same container. But if you're going to do a lot of colors, maybe get 2 or 3 containers for that. You're also going to be needing a disposable spoon, one for your mixing, and also one for your plaster of Paris, which is what you're going to be needing to make the ingredients. Sorry, I've been doing a bit of craft. You buy this from Bunnings for $6 in the craft aisle, and this plaster is what makes our chalk in our molds. So this is what you'll be needing. If you want to wear a mask while you're doing this, you can, but this isn't toxic. Whatever you're comfortable with, kids. So we need our container, our spoons, a spoon for the container, a spoon for the plaster. Next, we're going to be needing our molds. So I've got a variety of molds here. So I got this from Kmart for like $2. I'm also going to be using these molds today to make some little pops with some sticks that we can use to draw for our chalk. Now parents, silicone molds work best because they're the easiest to get the chalk out of. If you don't have any silicone molds, you can use other kinds of molds, but spray it with oil first. But I definitely recommend silicone molds. I have some other molds here, like some pineapple molds, and I have some strawberries, some Mickey Mouse molds, which we'll be doing in a second. But I'm going to show you how to make a few different ones, and we'll get straight out into that in a second. Next, what you're going to be needing is some food colouring to be changing the colour of your chalk. And that's totally optional, but you can be using glitter as well. You'll be needing some measuring spoons to measure out how much water you need to put in your container, or you can use some measuring cups. You'll need a 1/3 measuring cup if you're doing that, or a tablespoon. Next, you'll obviously need water, so I've just got water in my cup, which I'm going to use to scoop into the container. And I think that's pretty much it. That's all we're really needing for, always forget this one. You'll also be needing some cornstarch. Not corn flour, cornstarch, or talcum powder. This is just to make your chalk a bit chalkier. That's what this does. And yes, that's all you will need. So let's get started in making our chalk. Okay, so what you're going to do first is you're going to get your water and you're going to put it in your tray. I'm going to put in 5 tablespoons of water. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Amazing. Now, what I'm going to be doing next is I'm going to be getting my plaster of Paris and putting in heaped tablespoons, stirring every 2 to see how much I have. So that's a heaped teaspoon, 1. Because I'm only making a small amount today, I don't want to make too much, but if you're making a large quantity, I would put more than 2 and then stir. Put this back in there and then use your other spoon. Let's start by mixing this up. Now I can already tell that I'm probably going to be needing more than that. See how watery it is? Yeah. So I'm going to put in another 2. 1. That's probably a bit too much. And 2. This does get a little messy, kids, so maybe put some paper down on whatever surface you're using on first. Here we go. Now we're getting there. Okay, so I have got my mixture almost ready for food colouring. See, when I mix it, it's kind of clumpy. That's kind of the consistency that you want. You want it more on the runny side of clumpy, but not too runny that it's like water. So you want it to be clumpy so that it looks kind of like cement. Now what you're going to be doing is we're going to be putting in our food colouring. So I'm going to be making a pinky red to start off, and then I'm going to put yellow in it after to make some orange. So let's start off by doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drops. And mix that up. You'd be surprised how much food colouring you actually need, because this is a thicker, more grainy type colour. It doesn't change colour to red as quick as what you want it to. It goes to pink first. So let's mix this up and let's get it to red. That's still, see how you can see it's very pink. We're gonna put in another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drops. Now kids, if you don't have any food colouring at home, you can use paint. And again, paint will make it more of a deeper colour. So we'll mix it up again. I'll come back once it's all mixed up. Okay, we're back. I've got my colour to where I want it to be, a pinky red colour. A really cool thing about making this kind of chalk is that when you mix colours like this, it adds like a swirly texture. So when you put your chalk into the mould, it's not going to be one set colour. It's going to have swirls in it, which is really fun. So what we're going to do first is we're actually going to be making some pops that we're going to be using on the ground with sticks in them. So what I want to do first is I actually am going to lay this like this, and because it's really fun, I'm going to put in a little bit of glitter, pink glitter, into the bottom of my mold, so that the top of the pop is glittery. And then do that. I always put my lids back on my glitter because I knock things over all the time, so it's good to be safe with that. Next, you get your mixture and you very carefully pour it into your mold. That's one done with the glitter on it. I'm gonna make another one. We're gonna put it in like that. Perfect. I can show you the difference between the glitter type and the non-glitter type. Now you're gonna put this aside to dry for 5 minutes, and then you're gonna stick the stick in. I forgot to mention you need powder pop sticks. So you're gonna need powder pop sticks to put into your round molds if you want to. It's optional, you don't have to, but I just like doing that because it's easy to draw with. So I'm just going to put this down over here, and I'm going to wait for that to set for 5 minutes before I put the stick in. Okay, let's move on to our next mold. Our next mold is some love hearts. Now I've already started to make some love hearts in a purpley colour, but I wanted to make a love heart that I can give my mum or as a present to somebody. And first of all, what I might do is put a little bit of glitter down. Some red glitter for our love heart. And we'll put some down in there. Perfect. Now, I forgot to tap just make sure that's tapped. Make sure you tap your mold as you put the things in, because that makes the air bubbles go away. And so that when your molds come out, there will be no air bubbles in them. So I'm going to put some more mixture into this mold. Okay. Tap. I'm going to turn this mixture into orange. So how I'm going to do that is I'm going to get some yellow. And with the yellow, I'm going to put it into my ready pink mixture. And hopefully we can get it to turn orange. Okay, so I have my swirly orange mixture now. If you can see it like that, I'm gonna put it into some pineapple molds, and I'm gonna put it into some strawberry molds. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna sit these down here in front of me, and I'm gonna put my mixture into these 2 molds. And another one into my pineapple. This needs a little bit less. Making sure that I tap, and over here, tap into my molds like that. And I'm going to use the excess to put into our pop molds we saw before. So we'll get this one over here. Now it's been about 5 minutes, so what I'm going to do now is show you before I put the other one in how to put these sticks in. So you get your stick and you put it into the middle. Hold it there for 5 seconds. If it starts to move, hold it, but mine's okay. Put it into the other one, hold it there for 5 seconds. Because this is constantly drying, so you hold it there. There we go. All right, now we're going to get our colour and we're going to put it into our mould. It's okay if it gets on the side of your mould because when this dries, this just peels off. We'll just put that in there. Now I made some Mickey Mouse moulds before where I did this one half blue and I did this one half purple. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use the rest of my orange pinky mix to fill up the other two halves. So before I do that, I want to put some glitter into my mold, into my paint, the chalk mixture, sorry, because I want to make it a bit more girly and a bit more fun, but you can put whatever color you want into here. And then I'm going to fill up my Mickey Mouse mold. These look amazing when you pop them out. I made some the other day and I popped them out, which I'll show you a bit later. Once I post a video, some photos, sorry, of this. And we'll just mix this up. And let's pour it into our blue one first. Making sure to get all the excess. Pour it into our mold, and we're going to tap, tap, tap. Okay, so we're back. I've been experimenting a little bit with some different colors and different ways to mix in those colors with glitter and such. So we put that orange over the top of the blue, then I put some yellow and green over the top of the pink to see what that's going to look like. I also made some more pops. As you can see, there's some blue here and a green one and a sparkly one, and the orange is over there. So they're nearly dry, so we'll take those ones out soon. These ones have only taken about 45 minutes to dry, and these take about maybe 20-25 minutes. The same with the love hearts, they only take about 20 minutes to dry. I've made a blue one here with some glitter on top, which is going to be really cool to see how that turns out. And then I've added some more into my strawberry case and into my pineapple. I made an orange pineapple with a blue tusk at the top, so that's going to be cool to find out what that looks like. And I made some pops, so that one at the front there is blue, and then at the back there's a green one and a pink one by memory, if I can remember. These are the hardest ones to take out, so if you do pops like that, remember to put oil in them first, and if you're having trouble pulling them out, run it under hot water. I know that they're not cold, but that does seem to help somehow. And the same rule as with the sticks, wait 5 minutes, then put the sticks in, and only fill it up 3/4 of the way, guys. Otherwise, the stick, it'll overflow and the stick will get stuck to the actual container. So you can see here how I've only done it 3/4 of the way. Perfect. So that's my pops in their containers. Now I'm going to wait for them all to dry, and then I'll show you what they turned out to look like. So I've just taken all of my chalks out of their molds, and I wanted to show you how they turned out. So here we have our Mickey Mouse molds. They're still a little bit warm, so I forgot to say that when we do make these chalks, the chemical reaction between the plaster and the water actually lets off a bit of heat. Now, they're not burning hot, but they are a bit warm, so make sure that when you're taking them out of the molds, just to be a bit careful. But they're not too hot to touch. So this is the purpley yellow one that we made. That's really cool. Look how sparkly it is. And then this was the bluey orange one, Mickey Mouse, that we made. And this one's, again, I put sparkles down the bottom of that one. I'm not sure if I like putting the sparkles down the bottom, because not many of the sparkles stuck and a lot fell off. Next we have our little next we have our little pineapples here. I will be chipping off all of the excess to make it more defined. But these are our pineapples, our love hearts. Again, I'll chip that off. Blue, I'll flip this one over so you can see what I mean by all of the glitter doesn't stick. As soon as you turn it over there, it just comes straight off. Pink, purple again, and our strawberries, look at them. That's pretty cool, right? And then we have our pops. We have so many different colors here: pink, yellow, green, again pink, orange, blue. Again, it didn't stick very well, but it's still gonna go sparkly on the ground when we use them. So I will post a photo and a small video of all of the other chalks that I made. These are just the ones that we made together. With whatever mold you made them with, I'd love to see photos. But I will send you a video in this video of all the other ones that I made. These ones still aren't dry yet, so that I'm going to leave them for a little bit. But once they're dry, I'll include them in the video for you to see. Back again after a day. I've been using my chalks outside to make some cool pictures. I also thought that why don't I show everyone how to make some chalk paint? I know that's something really cool that's going around as a trend at the moment, so I thought I'd add a chalk paint to this video as well before I posted up the chalk that we made into a video. So I'm actually going to show you how to make chalk paint, and it's only 3 ingredients, which is really easy for you to do. So what we're going to do for our chalk paint is all we need is a container to pour our chalk paint in to use. You can use muffin trays. I found that muffin trays work really well. I don't have one with me today, but I have my paint palette which will work just as good. Or even cups, you can use that too. So what we're going to do, you need to have a tray of some kind. It has different gaps in it like this, so you can put all different colors. It's just easy to take out. Or you can use cups or a muffin tray. Next, what you're going to need is some water, and you're going to need, this is what we use to make the paint. You're also going to need some cornstarch. Now, not corn flour, cornstarch, which is also works to have baby powder, which is talcum powder, which is cornstarch. So baby powder or straight cornstarch will work. And the third ingredient that we need is some paint, or you can use some food coloring. I'll be using food coloring today, as I used a lot of my paint to make the other things. So we'll be using food coloring today. We'll be using water, and we'll be using our cornstarch. So let's get into it. I also forgot to mention that you will need a spoon. So spoon as well. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to get some measuring sticks, or just your spoon that you have, and you're going to measure out 3 tablespoons of water into your container. So I'm going to do that now with my water. 1, 2, 3. So that's 3 tablespoons. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to get your food coloring, and you're going to put in 3 drops of whatever color you want to use. I'm going to be using blue today, so I'm just going to get out my blue food coloring, and I'm going to put in 3 drops. 1, 2, 3. We're going to get our spoon and stir that around. Alright, that's all stirred in. Next, you're going to get your cornstarch, and you're going to put, depending how big your container you're using, will depend how much you put of cornstarch. So it's for every 3 parts of water, you'll have 1 part of cornstarch. So I'm only using a little bit of water here, so I'm just going to put in like a little squeeze of this, Then you're going to get your spoon and you're going to stir it up. It will make your colour a bit lighter. Don't fret. If you want to make it darker, all you need to do then is to pour in some more food colouring. So I'm just going to stir this up. Okay, so I've mixed mine up really well. It took about maybe 2 squeezes of cornstarch and another 2 drops of the blue food colouring to get it to the colour that I wanted. As you can see, that's the colour that I have. I'm going to make a few more colours and then we're going to go outside and we're going to put it on the pavement with our chalk paint. So I'll see you in a sec. Okay, so we have our chalk paint done. I've got a whole bunch of colours here: orange, blue, green, yellow, red and purple. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use this paint with my fingers to draw on the footpath. So what you're going to do is you're going to get your finger into the chalk paint like this, be very quick, and then draw down like that, and then it will dry a chalky colour. And because it is chalk paint, parents, it will come off the sidewalk or out in the garden very easily. So we'll just do this again. I'm going to make a letter, the letter L, the letter O. Again, you've got to keep digging your finger into the chalk paint as you go. If you feel like there's not enough of a chalky effect, you can add in more of the powder. And this is our finished result. So there's our chalk and chalk paint DIY craft, everyone. I really hope you have fun making this with me, and thank you for tuning in. Everyone have a great rest of your week. God bless.